But for all the bitches that used to talk down on me and used to, you know what I'm saying, used to clown me, it's just like, look at me now. Hey stars, it's your star sister Corey. I'm back here with another video for you girls. Hi, hello, if you're new here, welcome to the Dream Team. My name is Corey Cheyenne. Happy Pride Month, and I am transgender. If you did not know, now you know. Go tell somebody. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful journey of becoming great and discovering who the fuck we are. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified when I make new posts. And follow me on all my socials. They'll be here somewhere on the screen. So yeah, I am here to talk to you guys today about Pride Month, my pride, and all things of that sort. Yes, we are June 2021. I think I had kind of did a video last year around Pride. I didn't really do a video specifically about Pride Month, but I think I put it in there. You can go check back. It's one of my vlogs or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and talking to y'all a little bit about some things. So one of my good girls, her name is Aaliyah Kylie. I'm gonna leave her at somewhere here. I want you guys to go check her out. She is new on YouTube, but she's very big on Twitter and Instagram. And you know, she's another trans sister of mine, and she has great valid points, very opinionated, and she does not mind speaking her mind, and she says great things, and I want you guys to check her out. But I was watching her video she had made about Pride, and it kind of got me thinking about like this, you know, certain like topic. Basically, she was saying, what she was saying? She was like, you know, these major corporations and companies and everybody, you know, they want to use Pride Month as like a, it kind of seems like Pride is a trend, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when the cameras are on and everything, and it's Pride Month, and when it comes to social media, they want to, you know, represent for us, throw rainbows everywhere, which is what she said. And I was just like, that is so true. Everybody wants to make all this merch, and everybody wants to throw rainbows everywhere. Everybody wants to be so, you know, pro-Pride. But it's like, after Pride Month is over, nobody really fools with us like that, you know, when there's no Pride. Nobody really hires, you know, LGBT people, you know. We still get discriminated, you know, behind cameras and off scenes when the curtains are closed. But it's like, you know, when everything is on the front street, it's like, you know, they're so, oh, Pride, like, you know, we are for the LGBT community, but it's like, that's really not the case. And it's like, so, ever since, I would say maybe probably 3 years ago, like, Pride Month has just been, like, this thing where it's just like, is Pride, is it a trend, Pride Month? Is it a trend, or is it something like, you know, serious that people actually take serious? Because, you know, people already barely take us serious as is. So it's just like when Pride Month comes around, it's like she was saying, like, it's a mockery, you know? It's like, oh, you know, we're gonna use this because we know that there's a big community of Pride people, of LGBT people, and everybody wants to have rainbows and stuff, and not only the actual LGBT community, but the actual allies that we have, you know, the people who have family members or whatever, friends, like anything, like, or people who just are big allies of the LGBT community. I'm not gonna call it a movement because it's not a movement. This is a real thing. This is a real life. So if you hear anybody saying that it's a movement, smack them in their face and tell them it's not no fucking movements. This is real life. What do you mean? Anyways, I feel like people do use it as a trend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use California as an example. I'm gonna be talking doing my makeup. I'm not really focusing on my makeup, but I wanted to talk to you guys. But I want to do my makeup, I guess, keep y'all entertained. So, basically, like, so there's, okay, so I live in California, right? You know, California is, like, the biggest state, right? You know, that's like the capital. It's like the capital of LGBT in San Francisco, which I'm originally from Texas. And Texas, you know, Austin, Texas is also really big on LGBT community. And it's not, you know, it's nothing fake. Like, Austin goes hard, okay? Texas goes hard, okay? You have Austin, Houston, Dallas, and where I'm from, Killeen, which is like the military town. No, I'm not military, but I was born and raised there. So it's like, it's a mixture of so many different people there, and the LGBT community was big there. But back to California, and then we'll get back onto Texas. So there's this club that we go to, and it is a LGBT club, you know, predominantly. But there, in the city that it's in, there's not that many people. Like, I mean, there's not really any clubs in that town. So the straight people go to that club as well. So it's like a mixture, but it's predominantly a LGBT club because the simple fact that, you know, they have rainbows, the owners and the management and the people who work there, not everybody, but, you know, the people who work in that club are LGBT. So it's like the straight people that come to that club, they always want to look at us LGBT people. And I'm telling you, we have like lesbians, gays, I'm sure there's bisexuals, there's plenty of trans women, I'm sure there's trans men. If I haven't met any, but I'm sure. And they do drag nights, you know, they have drag queens that come there as well. And it's just like, the straight people that come there, they look at us like we're crazy. My thing is, y'all are in our space. How do you think you're gonna come and bully us in our space? No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not how it works. And it's just like, you guys know what type of club you're walking into. You know what you're gonna see. So when you come in there and you look at people like they're crazy because it's probably something you're not used to, and me, being from the South and not being from California, and my best friend also, like, we have a whole different type of vibe, different type of aura anyway, because we're not from California. Not only that, but we're also LGBT. But not only that, we're also black. So it has nothing to do with race. But just to throw that out there, that plays a big factor and a big role into, you know, what I'm talking about. So it's like, we're black LGBT people from the South, which we are in a LGBT club where the people already look at the people who are LGBT there crazy. So they're looking at us 10 times crazy because they don't understand anything about us, which is cool. We don't, you know, we don't care because they're not sitting with us at all. But yeah, you know how that go. So it's just crazy to me because, like, I don't know, like, it's crazy. Like, even during a time like this where it's our month, ever since, like, you know, June started, you know, even us going there, like, I don't know. It's like, people are so weird. Like, people are so weird. I don't understand it. Like, I mean, they don't owe us anything because nobody owes you anything in this world. But, girl, it's just like, have some respect. It's a mess, girl. But, yeah, and I feel like, so I do feel like, you know, sometimes, like, I mean, I don't know what they had to do with the whole corporations thing and everything, you know, but pride is a trend sometimes. You know, I see it everywhere. I forgot where I was driving. I was driving past some establishment. They had a rainbow flag. They have rainbow lights everywhere. You know, of course, Google, YouTube, you know, most websites that you go on, you're going to see a rainbow everywhere. I'm not mistaken of Instagram, I'm sure Facebook, everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. When it comes to social media, it's like, y'all love to promote this, like, pride this, pride that. But when people are bashing us and, like, literally throwing hate speeches at us and everything and bullying us over the internet, y'all have nothing to say. Y'all don't do anything about it. When we try to report it, I guess it's not good enough because it's freedom of speech, whatever the case is. Like, I'm trying to cuss so much, y'all. But it just be so crazy to me because it's like, people really, like, it's just the internet and everything like that. It's just so full of shit. Like, it's just crazy how it's okay for, like, people to get on the internet and bash LGBT people just because of their personal opinions. You know, nothing factual. It's how people feel. And they will literally come on here and bully people and nothing is done about it. But y'all want to sit here and, like, promote Pride Month? What? Make it make sense, because it doesn't make any sense. It's not making sense at all. And by the way, y'all, this is like it was just a quick little wig I just threw on. Like, it's nothing major. None of that. It's just things like that that really has me thinking, like, girl, are people really with us? But honestly, I know people really are not with us. And the only thing that we have is us in this LGBT community. And half the time, we don't even have us for real because we're always getting into it with each other. So it's just like, girl, it's a big mess. But Pride Month is something that I feel like we all should embrace. You know what I'm saying? We should put our differences aside. And we all should just sit here and celebrate things like this because this is that one time where we have a chance to actually be a community for real. And, like, stop all the inner inner animosity and stuff like all that, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's always going to be us against the world, regardless of whatever the case is. Regardless if you're gay, lesbian, trans, bi, pan, you know, however you identify, whether you're non-binary, whatever the case is, like, it's just, I just think that it's so important for us to stick together. But you know, everyone's not gonna think like that. So yeah, that's my take on that, girl. Let me get some more on this face. So, a good girl of mine, if you're watching this video, shout out to you. I love you so much. You already know how much I love you. I've expressed it to you on Snapchat. That's your personal, you know. So we were talking, and I was just like, I want to make a video about pride, but I really don't know what to talk about. So she was like, you know, talk about how proud you are and how you become who you are. Long road, your experiences, be motivational, and what you look forward to. Boom. Okay, so this video is already at like 20 minutes, but you know, I'm gonna cut it down. But I don't care how long this video gonna take me. We're gonna get this video out, girl, because I'm trying to bring y'all more content. I miss y'all. I know y'all miss me too. But yeah, so talk about how proud you are and how you become who you are. Okay. So honestly, I just want to say, and you have to give yourself this recognition as well, because nobody's gonna give you your flowers. I just want to throw that out there before I get into how proud I am. As a matter of fact, we're going to just all talk about it. And this also plays into me getting back to Texas. So, if you guys watch my videos from down the line, from when I first, you know, started my YouTube. Oh! The concealer's squirted in my eye. I am very super proud of myself. If you guys watch my videos, you can see the growth. You can see the growth in my confidence. You can see the growth in just me in general. You know, just the confidence and everything. You can see, you know, just how I carry myself. You can see just everything about how I am now compared to how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I used to be so loudmouth. I used to be obnoxious a bit. You know, I really simmered down. And it does have to do with the hormones, you know, because they do change a little bit, you know, to make you want to be a better person. But not only was it the hormones, but it's also me getting older, because I am 26. I'm so proud of myself because I used to be so timid. I used to be so shy. I used to be, you know, afraid. I used to be afraid to speak my mind. I used to be afraid to put myself out there. I'm not gonna lie, I have my days, you know, I'm not perfect, as no one is. But at the same time, I do feel like I'm a better person and I deserve, I deserve my recognition. I'm super proud of myself because, like, I knew that I wanted to be the person that I wanted to be for a long time now. And actually being able to see myself and witness myself living in this experience and being who I am, who I want to be, like, I am more than happy for myself. I'm more than proud of myself because I remember my dark days, girl, when I used to be just so down and out and low. I used to feel so low about myself. I used to hate, you know, myself. I used to hate everything about myself. You know, I wasn't happy. I didn't know who I was. I was very confused and I couldn't figure things out. And I'm just proud of myself, and I'm happy that I got to a point where I know who I am and I'm able to really live that experience, you know. In 2017, I was going through some really crazy mental health, issues where I really wanted to take myself off this earth because I felt like I was worth nothing. I felt like nobody loved me. I felt like I had no one in my corner. And, I never really got into that before, but that's something apart. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in some videos, but if y'all want a more in-depth video about that, I definitely can talk about it, and I'm probably gonna talk about that. Kind of goes in with my whole Pride Month thing, but I'm happy to be here, you know, more than happy more than ever. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. As hard as this life is and as hard as it gets, I would not want to live my life any other way, because I do know that this is the journey that the universe chose for me and I was destined for, and I know that there's no other life, there's no other journey that's for me. I'm a firm believer that the universe will not put you through anything that you cannot handle, and that's just true tea. So there's that. And yes, my road has been so long. I've been through so much, as far as me becoming who I am and knowing who I wanted to be. You know, I went through so many phases in high school. Girl, like, it just, I've been through so much with this lifestyle. Like, honestly, from being trapped, feeling like damn near trapped, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, playing as something that I wasn't because of my family, and then growing up and being in school, getting bullied constantly, trying to still fake it because, like, I mean, I just didn't have no guidance, no direction, didn't know anything about anything. You know, then when I actually came out, like, literally, I was still playing myself because I was acting like something that I wasn't. And I knew I wanted to take it further, but I was so afraid of what everybody would have thought of me, you know. But all the people around me already kind of knew what it was giving when it came to me. But, yeah, what else? Like, so after I finally did started dibbling and dabbling, you know, started getting some positive feedback, of course, some negative feedback. And everybody goes through that time when you're trying to figure yourself out and you don't look the best. But for all the bitches that used to talk down on me and used to, you know what I'm saying, used to clown me, it's just like, look at me now. And it has nothing to do with looks. It has nothing to do with, you know, where I am. Well, it kind of does, but not looks for where I am. But it's just my confidence. It's my aura. It's how blessed I am compared to most of them and what they have going on in their lives and where they are and who they're messing with and what they're still doing that they were doing years ago and haven't changed or grown at all. And I wish the best for everybody. But it's like, people really used to try and pick me apart and break me down, but it's like nothing and nobody was stopping me from anything. Can't nobody stop me from nothing. One thing about me, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna get what I want in life. And the universe always has my back, and the universe is always gonna have everything for me because I'm just blessed. And you are too. Remember that. If you feel like, you know, you're at wit's end, you have no way, and you feel like nothing is going right for you, girl, my advice to you, if you're young, don't give up. Keep going, okay? You're gonna fall on your feet a few times. Things are not always gonna go your way, but you have to know and understand that it's okay, and that's just how it is sometimes, you know? That's just how it is sometimes. And it's okay because it's life. But don't let anything or anybody strip you away from the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing you. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let nobody take anything from you. Don't let no one bully you out of your, you know, life calling, your purpose. And if you know your purpose, if you know your purpose, if you know your purpose, go for it and execute it. Because you only have one life to live. And honestly, what's the worst that could happen? You know? And if it doesn't work out, so what? Don't be afraid. Keep going, girl. Keep going. When it comes to this lifestyle, it's gonna get crazy, you know, you're gonna feel lonely, but you just have to know to keep going because nobody's gonna do it for you. And you have to do this for yourself. Don't do this, you know, for validation. Don't do this because you see the next person doing it and it works for them. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. Because then you're gonna like a poser and it's just not gonna work. And it's just not worth it, you know? It's not worth it. Foundation dried up. You really have to do this for you and no one else. Don't live your life to seek validation from the outside world. Because once you do that, you're going to be so unhappy. That's going to really mess with your mental health. And listen, if I worried about what people thought about me, you know, so much, y'all, it looks ashy, but I promise you I'm gonna fix that. Need to wet it up a little bit, girl. If I were the type of person to listen to everything people used to say, used to do, what people wanted me to do, what people wanted me to be, girl, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. I wouldn't be where I am today. I probably still wouldn't be living. I probably would have took my own life because it's just like I would have been living for other people. And I'm not the type of person. Okay? I don't live for other people. I've lost so many people that I thought I would have been friends with forever. I thought I was going to be friends with these people forever. No. People, they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you win. People might not understand your lifestyle, and that's okay because it's not for them to understand because it's not them living it. You know what I'm saying? They have their own path. They have their own journey, and you have to understand and accept that too. Don't be holding on to people just because. Don't be holding on to people and friendships and relationships that are toxic or that just are not really for you because you feel like y'all been friends for so long, or you feel like that y'all are, you know what I'm saying? Don't do yourself like that because you're only self-sabotaging. And girl, you don't need people around you like that. Surround yourself with the kind of people that you see yourself being. Surround yourself with the kind of people that, you know, really have your best interests at heart. And when I say that, I mean as far as like life in general, everything. You know, people who actually want to see you win, people that want to see you happy, people who love you unconditionally, you know, not just for being an asset, not being an accessory friend, being like, treating like a real human being, like somebody who actually matters, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the problem these days with people. People, they want an accessory. They don't want real friends. They want to have somebody, a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We don't have sidekicks. Me and my friends, we're both going to be bad accordingly. Me and my friend, we're both going to be, you know, bosses. We're both going to be everything that we set out to be. We're both going to be great together. It's no competition. If you're in a friendship where you feel like there's a competition, girl, let them have it. Let them win, okay? Let them win. Let them have it. Because you're not in competition with nobody but yourself. And you need to read between the lines and stop thinking that the people that won't do you like that will do you like that, because they definitely will do you like that. It don't matter how long you've known them. None of that matters. But yeah, girl, do this for you. And that's why, you know, I am not friends with like most of the people that I used to be friends with from like high school and even after high school. Like, honestly, the only friend I have is the one that y'all always see me with on my Instagram, my cute little freckled friend. I call him Simba because he's like a little cat to me. He's so freaking cute with the green eyes. Yes, that is my best friend. That's my best friend for life. And honestly, like, you know, and no friendship is perfect. But at the same time, we're not toxic either. We're not toxic, you know. So we definitely do communicate things, you know. We talk things out. We really trust each other, you know, with the most important information. I look casket ready. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just, you have to know who to surround yourself with and who not to surround yourself with. Because everybody's just not for you in this life. Everybody's not for you. And you have to understand that. And you have to be okay with that. You have to. Back in Texas, like, Texas is very open, you know. I mean, of course, there's gonna be people who look at you crazy because they're coming from other places. They're not from Texas. Like people who come from small towns and small states, you know, like the Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, whatever. And even places like that still shouldn't be looking at you like you're crazy. And I feel like people look down on the LGBT community because we're LGBT, and it's just like, girl, what makes you better than me? Please tell me. What makes you better than me? What? What? Exactly. Girl. But yeah, so it's just like, honestly, like, in Texas, you know, it's so open, and there was a big gay community. And me being in high school, growing up, I hung out with so many people, right? I was always the one that I kid you not, I was always the one who, you know, I was always like extra. I always did things outside of the box. I always did what I wanted to do. You know, I've always been like the girl, even before I transitioned, like everything. Like I've just always been me. I've always been feminine. I paved the way. I'm not saying that nobody owes me anything, because no one in this world owes me a goddamn thing, okay? No one owes me shit. But as far as like paying me my respects and giving me my flowers and giving credit where credit is due, a lot of the girls that I used to hang out with will not give me my respect. They will not pay me my dues because they hate me. And that's okay. Girl, I don't care. I have nothing but love for everybody. So they're not going to pay my respects. I paved the way for a lot of people, and even people that are in the straight community that's crossed my path. And it don't have nothing to do with looks. Even just the love that I give, or just the type of person that I am, the energy that I carry. Me being who I am. You know what I'm saying? And that intimidated a lot of people as well, because I've always been a genuine good person and humble, regardless of anything. And even now, to this day, I'm still humble. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm better than anybody because I'm in California and there's people who are in Texas. Like, I don't think I'm better than anybody because I made it out of my hometown. But I do definitely give myself my credit because it's not easy. So hell yeah, I mean, I don't brag and boast too much, but you know, I keep in mind that yes, I've made it out, like, and I'm still doing things. I went to Atlanta and I made a way for myself there. I just wasn't happy there, so I, you know, moved around. And that's what any grown person that thinks for themselves is going to do. I honestly, when it came to that, I feel like I was trying to live a lifestyle. I was trying to live a life of someone else's path and someone else's journey. It wasn't my journey, and that's why it didn't resonate with me. So I had to get the fuck on, because people were trying to like force me and pull me into, you know, manipulating my mind, thinking that this is the way to go when it wasn't the way to go for me. Because what works for someone may not always work for you. You know what I'm saying? So live your life for yourself and pay yourself your respect and give yourself your credit and your dues, because nobody else is going to give you your credit that you deserve. And that's just true tea. And it's very unfortunate, you know? It's very unfortunate because I see people doing things now that I did back in the day a long time ago. Yeah, I'm sorry for this lighting. I see people doing things that I did a long time ago. Yo, stop. I see people doing things that I did a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And they're just not getting into it. People are just not getting comfortable. A lot of people are starting to transition. Not saying it's all because of me, but like, it's okay to be inspired. And it's okay to be inspired by people that you don't even talk to. Like, there's people that I used to be friends with a long time ago. And, you know, we're not really friends. No, we're not friends at all. You know, we don't speak. We don't follow each other on social media. And they were big inspirations for me. You know what I'm saying? And I will always give people their credit. I will always give people their credit. Because me, I'm a real ass bitch. And I don't mind giving credit where credit is due. Ever. I never, ever, ever mind doing that. Because I'm a different type of person. And I don't think I'm above anyone. You know what I'm saying? And I know that in life, I'm going to have, like, there's gonna be people that's gonna inspire me. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that either. Like, I'm not at all. A little darker brown. And I'm gonna go with something else on top of that. just be proud of yourself. You know, give yourself all your credit. Be proud of yourself because no one's going to do it for you. I'm going to take this shade right here, and this is what's going. Watch this. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Can y'all tell the difference from how, like, bright I was, y'all? Makeup can do wonders, okay? So, I'm about to get off camera, finish this makeup. I'm gonna come back on, and we're gonna close this out because this video is long enough, and I kind of ran out of things to talk about, but... Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. Finally, I finished this damn face. But yeah, I just wanted to wrap this video up. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And follow me on all my socials, of course. They'll be here on the screen somewhere as always. But I love you guys so much. And don't forget that if you feel like no one loves you, the universe loves you, and I do too. Stay pretty, stay positive, love everything and everyone around you. And until next time, I will see you guys later in the next video. Bye, stars.